Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Timing You, where timing is everything. And of course, this is our Ask Us Any Stock question. So, of course, for those of you who are here on time today, thank you very much for being with us here on time. We do appreciate your punctuality. We are awaiting for some people to come onto the Zoom. And of course, for those of you who can't enter into Zoom, this will also be streamed live to Facebook Live. So at any point in time, you fall out from this particular webinar, not to worry. And if you can't join back in, just go over to our Facebook page where this will be streamed on the main page. So for those of you who are here, thank you very much for being with us here on time and as early as you are here today. We are, of course, awaiting for some of the participants to jump onto the Zoom call and also for some of those to be on Facebook Live. So we ask for your patience as we would begin roughly no later than 8:10 p.m. So for those of you who are already here, please get yourself relaxed and of course, get yourself comfortable, grab a drink if you have to. If you need to take a quick toilet break, please do so before we begin today's session. Now, a quick introduction about myself. My name is George. I am the moderator for this webinar. And of course, I am also the Business Development Associate for Timing and You. And of course, during this session, my role is to help facilitate all the questions that may be coming in. And over this 1+ hour to 1.5 hours, we will be taking as many stocks as Derick can analyze during this session. So for those of you who are here and you're already early, I would like to ask you to prepare your stock questions beforehand, right? So let me just run through some of the house rules before we begin tonight's session. Now, of course, very importantly, there is no need for photos or videos during this session because this is recorded and will be on our Facebook page. So if you miss any of the parts or if you join in late and so forth, don't worry because you will be able to watch this back again and also look at the charts again on Facebook at a later time. Now, of course, for those of you who are on Facebook, and if you feel that the charts are probably not too clear, not to worry, just absorb and listen to the content as much as possible because when you watch back the recording, it will be much sharper. It's just that during the live stream itself, the resolution on Facebook does downgrade a little bit when it's live, but when the recording goes up, it will sharpen up back again and you can review it at a later time. Now, of course, because a lot of the things that Derick will be talking about today may be a little bit complicated or technical for some of you who are unfamiliar with technical analysis, especially, please put away your mobile phone so that you can focus onto the session here today. Okay. Now, of course, if you want to ask a stock question, there is a format. So I'll share with you in a moment. But also very importantly, right before I mention that, is that if you are in Malaysia and Indonesia, if you have yet to add our customer service numbers, please do add the +6018 number you see in front of you. And for those of you and our friends in Singapore, please add +65. And of course, if you do at any point in time drop out from the Zoom call and you can't connect back, please head over to our Facebook page where you can watch this live stream happening there as well. There is no limit to number of participants on Facebook, so you can watch there, rest assured. But of course, if you are in Zoom, please do come back, but there is a limit for 100 people at any point in time. Now, also, it's very important that you ask the stock as early as you can, and there is a fixed format for that. So for those of you who are here, if you are asking a question for a stock to be analyzed, please use the Q&A box. Those of you who are in Zoom, do not use the chat box. The chat box is only if Derick is asking for a response from you, then you use the chat box. If not, stick to the Q&A box when you want to ask a question. If not, we will miss your question in chat. Also, very importantly, you need to give us in this format. So we will not be answering questions where you're just asking randomly, can you tell me about this stock or that stock? We want to analyze stocks which you have a position in. As a priority. If we have answered all the questions where you have a position, then we will look into stocks where you don't have a position, but it's unlikely due to time. So we want to focus on stocks that you're actually invested in. So what you need to do is when you pose a question, give us a stock name, ideally the ticker symbol. And also, if the stock is listed on multiple exchanges, please give us the exchange that you want it to be checked to be analyzed. For example, if you're looking at a stock which is in both in the US and the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, please tell us which stock exchange and also the date of when you bought and the price that you bought the stock at. And if you don't have the specific date, it's okay. Just give us the month so that we can at least allow Derek to give you a much better analysis for your particular position. So please be reminded that if you have put any questions for stocks so far, you can start putting them now if you want, but please focus on this format. If not, we would prioritize the others as well. And also, if we have asked a similar stock and you have asked the same stock, although it's a different price point, we will not repeat the stock as well. So this is something important to know. Also, for those of you who are on Facebook, please put this format in as well into Facebook. And what I would do is that my colleague will be passing that information over, and I will be asking it on behalf as well. So we're going to take a question from Zoom and Facebook interchangeably as well. So the sooner you ask them, the better. Now, of course, we will be beginning in, let's see how many minutes we have left. Okay, we'll be beginning in probably about 2 to 4 minutes time. So please be reminded on the timing as well. And for those of you who are here already, thank you very much for being on time. And just a quick reminder for those of you who just joined us, this is the numbers you want to add for our customer service numbers. And if at any point in time you do fall out, okay, of the Zoom call, please go over to the Facebook page. Now, for those of you who are here, I'd like to remind you again and again that please do not put your questions into the chat box. Please put it into the Q&A box for those of you who are on Zoom so that we do not lose track of your questions. And of course, please give us in this format, stock name, the ticker symbol if you have it, the exchange, ideally if you know which exchange it's on, the entry date or month at minimum and year, and the price that you entered. Okay, so without this, we would be skipping it until you give us that. All right, so it's very important that you provide us this. Okay, so please do stay logged in. For those of you who need to take a quick break, do not go out and come back. You may not be able to join into this session again. Hi, everyone. Once again, please be reminded to put it into the Q&A. I'm still seeing a lot of questions coming in the chat box, and we might overlook that. So please put it into the Q&A box as well. And be reminded, once again, stock name, ticker symbol, exchange. For example, if you are, let's say, Alibaba, right? And they may be listed in multiple exchanges, please highlight the exchange that they are in, and also the entry date, month, year, if you can, or just month and year, and also the price that you bought it, right? And to get things started, before we begin, we'll begin shortly. Derek, before I call you in, let me do a quick introduction for those of you who are already here. So of course, ladies and gentlemen, our speaker today is none other than Derick Tan, the founder of Timing and You, and of course the CEO as well. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Derek, Derek has been a frequent speaker for many of the financial institutions in the region. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, this is a quick snapshot of Derek and what he has done over the years. Now, Derek is best known for his application of cycle analysis, which allows him to forecast the market very accurately. Derek has been in the financial industry for the last 21 years, and he has been practicing cycle analysis for the last 13 years. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, cycle analysis allows the ability to look at cycles in the market so that you can create forecasts for how the market would move and the turning points in the market, right? Now, Derek himself has applied this for more than a decade, and his main initial big break came in the 2008 financial crisis, where during this time, as you know, this 2008 was the financial crisis was the basis for the movie Big Short, right? And where most of the market was overheated, it was too bullish, and when it crashed, the four people in the movie shorted the market and actually made money as the market went down. And Derek was doing similarly in Asia. He saw the turning point independently in Asia when he's in Singapore, and he shorted the market in 2008, making his first pot of gold, which is $1 million and above, in that one incident alone in the span of like 6 months or so when the market crashed, right? And he went long on all the blue chips after that, riding the rally up from the bottom. So that's how he initially used his forecast to make his own wealth entirely on his own, right? And then he has been doing this cycle analysis and forecast consistently every single year. And this is a snapshot of what he has done over the last few years. In 2015, he forecasted the bottom price of gold and oil. In 2016, he made a forecast that the Dow Jones would hit in the US would hit 30,000. And at that point in time, it was 18,000, already an all-time high. And to call something that would go almost double in the span of like 4 to 5 years was that time a bit unheard of, but he has gone on the record and has spoken to many media in Malaysia and Singapore about this forecast. And just before the COVID-19, the Dow Jones went up to 29,540 something, if I'm not mistaken, right? Very close to the 30,000 forecast that he made. In 2017, he forecasted the bottom price of Bitcoin as well. And in 2018, where the market went through a huge correction, but at that time, a lot of people were saying that it was the bear market, the recession come early. But Derick, because of his understanding and his application of both technical and psychoanalysis, knew that it was just a correction and the market would rally to the February 2020's all-time high of 29,000 plus, right? Right before COVID-19. Then, of course, in 2019, he forecasted the rally of the price of gold during that year as well. And at the end of 2019, he was already highlighting to the members of Timing and You about a turning point that would occur towards the second half of January, which, as we all now know, it's the COVID-19 pandemic, which caused a big market correction and also, of course, a small recession that we are facing right now. And from many of the members in Timing and You, because they heeded the information that Derick provided, managed to preserve their portfolio by coming out from the market and not riding it down like some of the others would have if they did not know about this particular turning point. So this is the power of the application of psychoanalysis. Now, of course, as mentioned, Derick has spoken for some of the biggest names in the region. So many of you will be familiar with them. Of course, Kenanga, CIMB, Phillip Capital, to name some household names. So you would know many of these brands here today. And he's spoken for them consistently. He was also with Kenanga and CIMB over the last few years. So, and he's been speaking regularly on cycles and forecasts as well. And he has been interviewed in numerous media across the region as well, including The Edge, radio stations, BFM, you name it. These are some of the many, many different media that has spoken and covered Derick over the last few years, looking at the financial markets, right? So, and his work last year earned him the World Excellent Young Leader Award by Yacho Choukan, which is a Chinese news weekly for his work in the financial markets. And as a summary, this is a kind of a snapshot of Derick. And Derick is not just any analyst or investor in the market. He's the one that brokers go to train their brokers, right? And he has been creating massive wealth for himself using psychoanalysis and his knowledge of the financial markets. And he has been doing this full time for the last 21 years. He's not just someone who teaches, but he is a true applicant of the skill sets that he talks about today. And he makes his wealth that way, right? So with that, ladies and gentlemen, before I start with the first example for the questions, I'd like to pass the time to Derick for a quick opening remark. Derick, would you like to say a few words?
All right. Okay. Thank you, George. Let me just go to my slides. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to our Ask Me Any Stock webinar. I conducted it for the public about 2 weeks ago, exactly 2 weeks ago on the 14th of May. Then because the response was relatively good, so we do it again tonight. All right. So I think before I go on, this is something I have to let you guys know is whatever stock that you guys so-called ask me to look at, whatever I'm going to share is only for information and education purpose only. It's just my personal opinion. I'm not recommending or advising you to buy or sell the stock that you mentioned. Also do take note of that. This is something very important. What I'm going to share with you will be just my personal opinion. What you should be doing, you should be taking my opinion, then do a further analysis based on it. Then you make a so-called informed decision out of it. I think this should be what we should be achieving out of tonight's webinar. All right. Then another thing is I need to let you guys know, because I believe you guys attend a lot of webinars. Each trainer or speaker, they have their own definition of time frame. So for me, anything less than 1 month is known as short term. So it could be a few weeks, 1 week, 1 day, a few hours, or even minute. All right, it's known as short term. Intermediate term is from 1 month to less than 1 year. Long term is from 1 year to less than 10 years. Ultra long terms are 10 years or more. Also, for tonight, I'll be focusing on reading your so-called the price chart of your stock. So I will be combining using my form of analysis, which my personal form of analysis called DT7. DT stands for Derick Tan, 7 is my favorite number. This is the methodology for technical analysis that I do it for myself for the last 21 years. Of course, I not only do a TA, I also do CA, like what George has mentioned. So tonight I will base on TA and CA to give you a perspective of or my view of about the stock that you're going to mention. Also, that's what's going to happen tonight. I'll try to cover as many as possible. So, and across different so-called exchanges, so that you guys can see that once you acquire a skill, be it a technical analysis skill or cycle analysis skill, you can apply it anywhere in the world. This to me is a living skill. It's just like how you go university to learn how to be an engineer. After that, you become an engineer. That will be a living skill. Same thing, what I'm going to share tonight is my living skill that I use it to make money from stock market anywhere around the whole world. I've traded Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, US, China, Hong Kong. Basically, as long as there's stock market, I've looked at the chart and probably trade in most of them. All right. So I think with that, I think we'll kick off tonight's so-called Ask Me Any Stock webinar. So probably we can go for the first stock, George.
Yes, Derek, thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, of course, during this session, you can ask for any stock exchange. So don't be worried about what you want to ask. I'm going to give a very simple sample, which I think is relevant to many people. Derek, you don't have to comment too long. Just do a quick analysis on this. Let's look at Genting Singapore, GENS, the ticker symbol.
Oh, where? Genting Singapore. Let me go to my slides. Genting
Singapore. Not that one. LTD. Yeah.
Okay. Just to let you guys know, I'm a Singaporean, but frankly, I do not have Singapore stocks apart from one called GLD, which is a gold ETF. It's not really a Singapore stock. So unfortunately, because I'm not I'm not really a favor of the Singapore stock at this moment. I'm more invested in the so-called US stock market. All right, so this is Genting Singapore. Today it closed at 0.775. Is there a price that this person buy or any dates or anything?
84 cents in February.
Sorry?
84 cents in February of this year.
84 cents in February. So probably is, 84 cents. So it should be here.
Yes, well, a bit lower than that, but yes.
Yeah. Wait. The thing I want to say is probably, let's take a look. Let's zoom out over a longer term view. Also, this is all the way. Anyway, this software is actually investing.com, is free. So it goes all the way to 2011. So as we can see, it's a very clear cut down trending stock, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And if we zoom in further, if you want, we can draw a downtrend line. is a very, very obvious downtrending stock. So anyway, for the sake of tonight's presentation, when I draw a resistance line, I actually use red color. When I draw a so-called support line, I will actually use blue color. So it's having a lower high and a lower low. Is a very clear-cut so-called downtrending stock. And okay, let me just zoom in. So y'all can see there's actually a support line over here. So support, I will use blue color. All right. So there's actually a support line at around about 85 cents. All right. So first is downtrending. Then the support was broken here. So John, this person bought, is it, or he shorted?
Bot.
All right. So yeah, I rather speak the truth than to say very plastic thing. But the thing is, you bought at 84 cents. Sorry, that is a very big mistake because it's a downtrending stock. You should be shorting it rather than to buy this stock. Also, this is a place about 84 cents is a place you should be shorting Genting when it broke the support, not to buy it. This is not a stock to buy. At this last stage of this bull market, we should be buying uptrending stock, not downtrending stock like this. Also, anyway, it broke down. Also, it came back up. So what I do see right now is this. There seems to be a resistance here. So I'll turn it to red color. So there's actually we can see there's a resistance here, and also I turn it to blue. So there's actually a chart pattern being formed over here. Anyone can tell me what is this chart pattern over here? Probably you can key it inside the, the chat box. Can any one of y'all see what chart pattern is this? Or the low is getting higher while the so-called resistance is over here. Anyone can tell me what chart pattern is that? Let me take a look. Some say head and shoulder. No, it's not a head and shoulder. All right, consolidation, no. Someone say descending triangle. It's a triangle, but it's, instead of descending, it's actually a ascending triangle. Very good. Some of you guys got it. It's a ascending triangle. It's not a double bottom. Why? Because the high is getting, the low is getting higher. A better double bottom probably is for the low here to come to around this level. Also, to me, this looks like a ascending triangle. So if the price of Genting can break above this 785 resistance, it may have a chance to go higher. Even though it go higher, there will be a double resistance here, which is this red line over here, and this so-called blue line, which happened to be a support previously, but because it was broken, so once it was broken, it will reverse its role from a resistance support turn to a resistance. So actually, we have a double resistance over here. Also, even though the thing is, if Genting Singapore can break above 785, it may have a chance to go higher, but the next resistance will be a strong one, a double resistance over here. But for this gentleman or this lady, what I want to say is this is not, frankly, like what I say, not a good stock to own. Imagine you go through this, I believe from about 84 cents, it dropped all the way to 50 cents. You are almost down by maybe 40%. That is not a good feeling. Do you agree? All right. So then after that, it did bounce up. But after so long, since because you bought in February, now it's very much. You went through this misery. Now you still have to wait for this 785 reason to be broken before it can go higher, probably to reach your break-even price. The thing I just want to say is this: it may just happen, break this resistance and go back to maybe around 84 cents, your so-called break-even price. But the thing is, you lose something very important in your life. What is that? Because you lose from February until let's say May, you lose 3 precious months of your life. Time is more important than anything. All I can say is, I hope this resistance can be broken, then you can go back to your break-even price. But probably around 85 cents is going to be a very strong resistance. Also, unfortunately, to buy 84 cents, to me, is a mistake because it is a downtrending stock. Never, ever buy a downtrending stock, especially at this moment of time. Why? Because we are at the tail end of the bull market. In the tail end of a bull market, we should buy high, sell higher. We should not be looking for cheap, look for value. Look for value, it should be in so-called March or April of 2009, not right now when we are going to head into a bear market soon. All right. So this is my view about Genting Singapore. So George, how about let's go to the next chart.
Thank you, Derek. So the next one is from KLCI, Master Pack.
MASTR.
Yeah, PACK. I don't know, 1 or 2 words. Sorry. 2 words, I think. Yeah.
Should be this.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me open up the chart first. So let's switch to candlestick. All right, so let's look over a longer term.
This person bought in 2018 at 67 cents.
Wait, so 2018. Wow, 2018, that's here. How much?
67 cents.
67 cents. Today close at 260. I just want to ask this gentleman or lady, did you take profit along the way? This is, you have 67 cents to 2 cents. You are up by almost 400%. That's very good. I don't know, have you taken any profit? I hope along the way you have taken profit. So I can only share with you my view of this master pack right now. So I do see a resistance at around here. Hey, no, hey, sorry. Salah, I didn't see. I didn't stretch back enough. Sorry, this one I have to remove. We are here right now. All right, but sad thing is this, this person, you bought at 67 cents, right, George?
Yes, 67 cents.
Also, there was actually a support here. This blue line. All right, so there was a support, there was a gap down. Probably this was during what day? This is in March, yeah, the COVID-19. All right, so unfortunately there was a gap down. So, but once it broken this support, probably you should have probably exited. All right. If not, you'll probably go through this agony as well. So, but the good thing I see today is this, it has a sharp jump today. I don't know what happened. I'm just here to share you guys my view about this master pack. So actually today it has a very large a green candle, or for this case will be up candle. And the good thing is the volume was very high. So something is good is happening. So then over here, I do see there's a chart pattern. This is not, I do see that there's a chart pattern here. Anyone can tell me what chart pattern is this? This and here. Anyone can tell me? If you, can you just key in the so-called chat box? Well, very good. Yes, it's a cup and hand. It's not head and shoulder. Anyway, it cannot be a head and shoulder. Even though it's a head and shoulder, it got to be an inverse head and shoulder. But for this case, it's not a head and shoulder. It's a cup and handle actually. So this is a cup. This is a handle. So actually today it broke up with high volume. So this stock is bullish. And the thing is, the next resistance probably is going to be around here. Yes. Why? Because can you all see the price drop, touch this red line, then it went up, touch this red line, it went up. So this red line used to be a support because it cushioned the price for twice, right? Then remember, then it break below this support line. Whenever I say whenever the support is or resistance is broken, it will reverse its role. So once it's broken, so this time round used to be a support, now it will turn to be a resistance. So this probably will be around 224, 225, around 225. All right, so today it did went up. So the near term so-called resistance probably will be around 225. All right, and I do see that because there's a gap over here. Can you see that there's actually a gap over here? So this gap over here will act like a resistance zone. Also, for this resistance zone is from 225 all the way to 265. So this will be a tough resistance to break this resistance zone. All right, so do watch out is for this, anyway, he or she bought at 67 cents. What I can say is probably around here you should have exited, take some of your profit. All right, if not, you probably will go through this. But now probably this, I don't know what this company does, but probably it's a good fundamental stock. That's why today there's a breakout. But do take note that a resistance of 225 is coming soon. Then once it can clear that, probably you'll go into this resistance zone, and the end of this resistance zone is around 265. It's only once it can break above 265, then it may have a chance to go higher to this, which is around 320. All right, but today price action is good with good price, good trading volume. So if tonight US market is good, probably we should see this master pack go higher to challenge this resistance zone over here. If it has enough momentum, later on it may go higher to challenge 320. But the thing I want to say is this, congratulations for this gentleman or lady, you bought at 67 cents, probably a better place to exit. You see, probably what I suggest a good case scenario is he or she bought at 67 cents. Then probably over here she exited. She don't need to go through this so-called agony. Then as the so-called this master pack built a cup and handle, So today could be a good time for her to enter. So you see, from March, this is March, right? Yeah, from March until today is about 2 months. All right, she waited 2 months. I mean, in a way, she so-called waited 2 months for this stock to rebound. Why not? A better way is, to me, we should always make our money work as hard for us as possible. So why not get out here, take the money, because it's quite good profit, you know, take the money, you go and trade other stock to make money first. So, but you keep on observing this master pack in your watch list. So once you start to build the cup, then when you start to build the handle, you keep on watching it until probably today. Once it break above this resistance, then you can enter. So can you see, this is a better use of your capital rather than to have all your money stuck inside this stock, then go through this COVID-19, this 2-month wait. Or whatever I just shared is actually a better use of our money, or to grow our money. Also, that's my take for master pack. All right, back to you, George.
Thank you, Derek. So let's look, take one from Facebook. Let's look at GLD.
Where? US or Singapore?
US.
So US, then we go US. So this is GLD. Okay, can tell me more the price and date?
Bought on the 11th of May, early this month, at 160.
11th of May. Which is here. Here.
Yeah, 160.
Yeah. Also, probably let me draw some lines. There is a very obvious support line over here. Why? Because it used to be a resistance. Can you see? Also, GLD is actually an ETF that track gold price. So this seems to have something like inverse head and shoulder. So it did broke out. Also, this used to be a resistance. So like what I say, once it broke up, so this resistance will turn to be a support. That's why the price came down, touch and go back up, touch and go back up, all this. So then there's another resistance at around here. Around here, probably around 164. All right. So as we scroll down, I mean, this is the volume. So this is the price. So my take is GLD hit this resistance, it came down. Probably is going to find some support around this blue support line here, which is where its 50-day moving average is. So anyway, this blue color line is actually the 50-day moving average. So probably you'll find support here, like what happened here and here and here for 3 times. Then maybe you'll go back up to test this so-called resistance again. So the thing is, for GLD to go higher, it need to break above this so-called resistance of around 164. Or a strong support will be around here, which is about 158, which is where is 50-day moving average is also. All right, so if you ask me, this person bought at 11 May at around 160. All right, that's what this person did. So it went up, but it couldn't clear this resistance, it came down. For me, for gold itself, for GLD, probably I'll rather wait for it to clear this 164 resistance. All right, once it clears this resistance, it may have a chance to go higher from here. All right, so that's why you see, once it go back to here, it couldn't break resistance, it came down. I don't know how long gold price or GLD will be hovering or consolidating within this 158 and 164. It could be 1 month, it could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, I don't know. All right, but the thing is, if it's, let's say 3 months, then your money probably will be stuck inside for 3 months. Correct? So why not just wait for it to clear? Ladies and gentlemen, another thing probably I can share with you guys tonight is we do not need to be in the market every day. We do not need to have action every day. We do not need to buy or sell every day. You get what I mean? Stay on the sideline and observe. All right, is a form, to me, is a form of strategy. And a good trader should be someone who is sitting down. A good trader is like a hunter. You understand? How does a hunter, let's say a hunter is looking to shoot a tiger. Do you think the hunter will take his rifle, saw a tiger, then keep running after the tiger and try to shoot the tiger? First, he cannot there's no way he can run as fast as the tiger. So even though the tiger stopped, by the time he run, he stopped, then he will be catching his breath. He cannot shoot properly. So that is a lousy hunter. A good hunter should be someone sitting under the tree, waiting for the tiger to appear. So once the tiger appears, then he take position. Because he's not running, he's stable. So once the tiger is within his target, he will just pick up his rifle and pull his trigger. This is how a good trader should think of. To me, a good trader probably should wait for 164 to be broken. Then we pull the trigger to buy GLD. Because you buy here at 160, that's why you end up, you touch this resistance, it came down, it may be hovering within this 158 and 164 level for 1 month, 3 months. Like what I mentioned earlier, time is more precious than money. Or you could have taken the money, you go and trade other stock that is running, but you keep this GLD in your watch list so that once it's near wanting to break out 164, then you come back and then trade this stock. This is, to me, a better way how to manage our capital. And this is what I normally teach so-called my students or our Timing and You members to do. Time is more important than money. All right. So this is my view about GLD. All right. Back to you, George.
Thank you, Derek. So there's one particular stock in the US still, since you're here, which I think we have at least 5 people asking it. It's eBay.
eBay. E-B-A-Y. Okay, so this is eBay. So probably let's take a look at a 10-year view first. eBay is an uptrending stock. Or like what I say, at this late stage of the US bull market, we should be buying uptrending stock. We should not be buying downtrending stock. All right. So let me just probably zoom in, maybe 3-year view. From one look, I don't know whether you all see anything, but from one look of this 10-year chart, it triggered me to want to probably look at a 3-year view. Why do I say that? Because I've been looking at charts for the last 21 years. Something is telling me that I should be looking at around here. All right, so that's why I'm going to look at a 3-year view. Also, the thing is, probably we can see that the eBay probably have built something like a double bottom. Or double bottom. Let me turn into a monthly chart. Also, we can see very clear cut that probably this double bottom means it's a opposite of a McDonald. McDonald is M, correct? So double bottom is W. So this is the W. Can you all see? Also, there's a resistance at around here. which the eBay is, I mean, at the current price is probably going to hit. So the resistance is at around 46.08. The high here, it was in February 2018. All right, so the high here is 46.08. All right, so this looks to me like a double bottom. So once you can break this 46.08, let me just switch back to daily chart. Oh, sorry, something wrong. Let me switch back to a daily chart. Yes. All right, so high was 46.08, right? So with that in mind, let's go back to probably 6-month view. Also, eBay has been trending up, very nice uptrend. All right, so probably let's draw some trend lines.
By the way, this person bought on the 19th of May at 42.92.
Yeah, probably let me try to put RSI, relative risk index. It's an indicator, it's a technical indicator. Sorry, this is not RSI. Let me put RSI, relative risk index. Yeah. Then let's draw some lines. So this person bought what price?
This person bought at 42.92.
42.92, yesterday closed 44.15. So you are in a profit. He or she bought when?
19th of May.
Probably is around here. All right, good. So you are in a profit, so good for you. So I do see that can draw a support line here. Yeah, sorry, let me draw. Okay, so I see that there's a support line here. Or we can see that the price is being supported at this blue support line. And this green color line is actually the 20-day moving average. Also, anyway, whenever I use this stock charts, whenever you see this green line over here, it's actually a 20-period moving average. So for this case, it's a daily chart, so it's a 20-day moving average. This blue line is actually the 50-day moving average. This red line is actually the 200-day moving average. All right, so so yesterday closed at 44.15. So from the look of it, it's in an uptrend. So it may go higher, but remember earlier I told you the resistance will be the high, previous high will be around 46.08. So if eBay continue to trend higher, the resistance will be 46.08. All right, probably you'll face some very strong resistance at 46.08. But once later on, you can clear 46.08. Wow. Let's take a look at the 10-year chart again. If it can clear the 46.08, ladies and gentlemen, which is here, then sky is the limit. I think so, because this is a 10-year chart. Probably let's go back to maybe, I just very curious. Let's say we go back to year 2000. Let's take a look. Is it listed? Oh yeah. So you see, this all the way back to year 2000. So eBay is at a historical high. So ladies and gentlemen, once eBay can break 46.08, then sky is the limit, nothing to stop it. no more overhead resistance, eh? Nothing to stop it to go to any price that this bull market can carry. All right. So my take is this. My take is this. Let's go back to 3-year view. Good for this person because he or she entered at a bit lower. But do take note, the resistance will be around 46.08. Then for those of you guys who are not into this stock yet, like me like that, probably I'll wait for it to break above 46.08. Then probably I will want to trade this stock. Because from now until 46.08 is only $2 only. All right, why not I give it a bit more? Let it clear 46.08, then sky is the limit. I have unlimited, at least no overhead resistance. The sky is the limit. I don't know how high you will go. So in terms of probability of winning, if you ask me, wait for it to clear 46.08, will have a higher probability of winning as compared to now. Now the risk-reward ratio is not as good as when it can break above 46.08. All right, so that's my take for eBay, but 46.0 definitely is going to be a very strong resistance for this person. All right, Ken?
Thank you, Derek. So we
Yeah.
take one more from US, then we go to other stock exchange. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's look at AMD.
AMD.
Yeah, because a few people asked this both in Facebook and in Zoom.
No, AMVAX.
D, donkey. AMD.
Oh.
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, so this is a 6-month view of AMD. So let's take a look at, let's say, a 10-year view. Okay, from 2016, it has been trending up. So for the last 4 years, it's an up trending stock. Good. Also, let's go back to 6-month view. So what price did this person buy?
48 in January.
48 in January.
Yeah, January.
Oh, so 48 is around here. So this person saw AMD go up to as high as 59.27. Then because of the COVID-19, it came down. The thing I want to say is this. Because for timing and you, because I run this so-called community called Timing and You, we actually have a gathering every quarter, like in March. Our next gathering is in June, all right? Then September and December. Actually, last year during my yearly gathering, I've been warning my Timing and You members that I say, towards probably the end of January, we will have a turning point. At that point, that's the beauty about cycle analysis. I know something around that time, something will happen, but I didn't know what is it. I can only know that around end of January, in fact, more exact is 18th of January, something is going to happen, but I don't know what is it. Also, in fact, end of last year and even this year, we have been slowly getting out of our long position. Imagine this person, I don't know who you are. Imagine you bought at 48, probably towards the end January, you get out, then you don't need to go through this so-called unhappy moments for it to drop from 59 to 37. All right, it's about probably a 40+% drop. All right, so now what I do see is this. For AMD, there is a resistance here. To use red color. So, sorry, let me turn to red color. There's a resistance here. Why do I say that? Because it price touch, it came down. then it almost touched it, it came down again. Also, there's a very strong resistance at the high here of, I think it's 59.27. All right, so that I can draw a support line here. Last night was a very, I believe this probably is a tech stock. I don't know what it does. A macro device should be a tech stock. So, can anyone tell me what price, what chart pattern is this? This last candle. Anyone can tell me? Anyone can tell me what chart pattern is that? Some say hammer, some say hanging man. All right. Very good. I think the two most common answer is hanging man and hammer. All right. The thing I want to say is this. Can y'all see this is a, before this candle appear, the price has been dropping. That means the proud trend is downtrend. So for this case, this is what we call a hammer. If it before this is an uptrend, then this will be called a hanging man. Also, ladies and gentlemen, don't get mixed up. Anyway, to me, not really important is the name, whether hanging man or hammer. The important thing is we need to understand what is this candle trying to tell us. All right, for example, it opened high here, then the price throughout the trading day, it goes all the way down. Then towards the end of the day, the price is being pushed up, even though the closing price is lower than the opening price. That's why it's a black candle. But this to me, and together with the volume, can you see the volume pick up a lot compared to the previous day? So this to me is a hammer with good volume. So this is something bullish to me. All right. So this person bought at 48. You're slightly up by $4, but I feel sad for you. Sorry, I just want to speak my mind. You could have escaped this. I mean, if you are timing and you remember, you hear what I say during our yearly gathering, or even early this year, we have our Chinese New Year dinner. I already say, watch out for 18th of January. Before that, we should be getting out. You could have escaped this. Then it went up, it couldn't go higher, it pulled back again. Also, this was in probably February. Like what I say, probably you wasted 3 months of your precious life. So now you hope it can go higher and break this 59.27 resistance, then it can go higher from here. All right, but I do see that there's actually a support here because of this candle. That's why, because of this candle low here, there's a support. That's why can you see AMD, it has a very long tail. It just touched this so-called support line, it bounced back up. Also, I got a feeling AMD probably may be hovering within this red resistance line and this blue support line, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, until it finally decides whether to break up or to break down. At this point, I don't know when it will break, but I do see that probably it's going to hover within this range. All right, so hopefully now you can break 59.27, you'll go higher, but a good support is around 49. If you break this 49 support, probably it's going to hit lower. So if you ask me, I think if a person want to enter into this stock, now probably is not a good time. Like for me, probably I'll wait for 59.27 to break. That means for a price to break above 59.27, then my probability of winning is higher because this is historical high already. Then I will probably enter then. But now to me, I will probably give this stock a miss. Probably if I enter like this person, I could have get out here. I don't need to go through this whole unhappy moments, I would say. Also, do watch out for this resistance and support level that I've just mentioned. All right. So back to you, George.
Thank you, Derek. Let's take another from Facebook. This is in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, I believe.
Okay.
China Tower. Number is 788.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have covered Singapore stock, we have covered US stock. So now, we
Malaysia also covered.
stock, right? Yeah. So
Hong Kong
now
happened. This is the first Hong Kong.
we are going Hong Kong. So can you see, ladies and gentlemen, with the skill that I have, I can simply trade any market. Because why? Because stock market is mainly governed by two emotions, which is greed and fear. And don't care you are from Hong Kong, US, China, Malaysia, Singapore, everywhere, how each of us treat greed and fear everywhere is the same one. So that's why with this living scale, to me, this technical scale, and if you know cycle analysis, it can help you even more. This is a living scale that if let's say you can't make a living in the country you are in, if you migrate to other places, if that place got stock market, now with internet so freely around, so even though you go Australia or whatever, you still can trade US or whatever stock market anywhere. All right. So anyway, this is China Tower. Let's take a look. Oh, it seems like a new stock. I mean, it's not an old stock. What I mean by old is, that means it started trading probably in 2018 August. All right. May I know this person was the price he entered and date?
Bought in May at 151.
This year May.
Yes, 151.
Okay. I just want to say this. Frankly, this is not a good stock to own. I will never want to buy this stock. Why? First, let me turn into red. Turn it into red. So what we can see is having a higher high and a higher low. So to me, it's a downtrending stock. Not only that, let me draw some support lines. So there's a support line here. I will use blue color. All right. What happened is there's a low here. This very long red candle. That's why China Tower seems to find this support at this low here. My take is this. Let me draw another line. Then probably you will know that probably this is not a good stock to own. I can still draw another resistance line. Also, my take is this. Sorry, George, he bought in May, right?
Yes, 151.
151, probably around here. I don't know why you buy. This is a stock that I will never buy because it's downtrending. Not only over a longer term, even I can draw a shorter term so-called resistance line, or it is showing a downtrend. So my take is this. If you ask me, if I want to so-called trade this stock, first, I'll never buy. Second, if it come down and break this so-called 1.48 support, this will be a stock that I want to short sell. But this is not a stock that I want to buy. I only want to buy uptrending stock, at least 3 month or 6 month uptrend. This is a downtrending stock. This is a stock that I want to short sell. Also, watch out for this 148. Once it break below this 148, the next support probably will be around here, about 137. If 137 broken, then the next support will be here. Yeah, let me draw. Then the next support will be here, which is around 130. Also, do watch out. This person, the stock that you have, I don't know, probably you bought because of dividend, is it? My take is I don't really buy stock for dividend. If I really want to buy stock for dividend, probably I consider REITs, not this stocks. All right, but do watch out. If this 148 is broken, China Tower may have more downside to go. This is definitely not a stock that I want to buy or I teach my student to buy. No, it's a stock probably we should be looking at short selling. All right, so back to you, George.
Thanks, Derek. So staying on Hong Kong, let's take another one from Hong Kong. Wuxi, W-U-X-I.
Wuxi.
Wuxi AppTech, I think that's the name. Do you see it? You add AppTech, A-P-P-T-E-C, second word.
APP.
Yeah, I think yeah, Hong Kong, correct. This was bought in April this year.
So let's turn to candlestick. So let's look at a longer term view. Oh, it's also quite a new stock. It started trading probably in 2019. Also, it was an nice uptrending stock, but probably here is because of a COVID-19. Also, it came down. So this person bought what price?
I think there's something wrong because he says it's 110, but he has never reached that price. But he bought it in April 2020. Yeah.
Is Wuxi AppTech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so today closing price is 78.75. So is it this stock?
A stock's correct, but I think his price is wrong.
I don't know. This is what is available. So the price is wrong, right? So never mind, I just analyze based on what I see on the chart. So there's a resistance here. Oh, there's a resistance here. So the thing is, we can see we actually have how should I say? This Wuxi AppTech already have 2 days of weekdays. All right, we can see that the price drop with an increase in volume, and the price drop again. I mean, today's volume is even though it's lower than previous day, but at least this day is actually what we call a distribution day. That means the price drop with increased volume. So this is something so-called what we call bearish. All right, so let me just draw one more line. Let me draw a support line. Okay, let me turn it into blue color. We can see that Wuxi AppTech has broken below this support line. All right, has broken, and in near term, or in short term, we may see further weakness. The next support for this stock probably will be here, right, around this price. So, I mean, why? Because it goes down. Can you see it seems to just find this support at around this level. So if going forward, if this stock were to continue to weaken, there should be a support around here, all right? For this stock to go higher, it need to break above this 89, I mean, at least this resistance line over here, before it can go any higher. But it seems that it somehow start to weaken. Then over here, probably is because of the last 2 days of the news of the China imposing the new national security law on Hong Kong. So Hong Kong market is weak. So that's why probably it broke this support over here. So do take note, if we continue to weaken, then probably the next support should be here. If this support is broken, it may go lower. But I do see that, you can see the high is getting lower already. You see, this is a high, this is a high. The high is getting lower, the low is getting lower. So it's starting to go into some sort of downtrend already. So I expect weakness going forward. So this may be a support. There may be a support around here. Here broken, it may go even lower. Also, do watch out for this stock. It is weakening. That's all I can say. All right. So back to you, George.
Thank you, Derek. So let's take one from the Indonesian stock market now. The symbol is ACES, ACES.
ACE, is it this?
Should be the Jakarta one, yeah.
ACE Hardware Indonesia. Is it?
He didn't say, he just gave the ticker symbol.
Okay.
Looks like it, yeah.
So this is the chart of, so now we go into Indonesia. So it's like we're traveling around the world, all right? So this is ACES. So let's take a look at a longer term view. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's very obvious. It's very obvious that, yeah, ACES has been going up, but it has been turning down. In fact, there's a support line here. That was broken. We zoom further in. There's a, I can draw more with, sorry. Let me clear this, remove. So I can actually draw a resistance line here. I will turn it to red color. Okay, so what price did this person buy?
He bought in April at 1,005. 27.
Today, it closed at 1,539. So this person bought at 1,005 in April.
Yeah. I think it closed lower, 1,360.
Oh yeah. Yes. Sorry, this blue line is 1,539. It closed 1,360. So this person bought at 1,005, right?
Yes, on 27th of April.
Oh, here you bought at, then you see 27th of April. So my take is this. Can you see that there's a blue color, this line, which I draw as a support line. So once it's broken here, all right, it will reverse its role as a resistance, right? So that's why it just hit this support turn resistance and it start to trend down. So you bought at 150, sorry to say, you bought at the wrong time. Unfortunately, you bought at the wrong time. If you really want to buy, you could have bought when it break above this 1539 and when it break above this rate downtrend, now downtrending resistance line. You buy exactly at the wrong time. Unfortunately. All right. All right, you bought exactly at the wrong time. You could have waited for it to clear this blue resistance and this red resistance line. If it can clear, then you enter a buy. So can you see, right now, this double resistance prevent ACEs to go higher. That's why it start to turn down. Also, first, unfortunately, this is not a stock that you want to buy because it's a downtrending stock. Same thing again. And even you choose to buy, you bought at exactly the wrong time, then now I don't know whether have you exited, because I draw a blue support line. All right, can you see that? Let me just zoom in. Can you see that I draw this blue support line? The price has already broken this support line, and look at how the volume has increased. So in fact, it has 4 days of downtrend. Not downtrend. It has 4 down days. That means closing price is lower than opening price. And the last 2 days, in fact, today, also, can you see the volume pick up compared to the previous day? And the previous day, also a down day, the volume was higher than the previous day. So we have, actually for this stock, it has 2 days of distribution day. So sorry for this person, you did 3 wrong things. First, you go and buy a downtrending stock. First mistake. Even though you buy a downtrending stock, you bought exactly at the wrong time because you didn't wait for it to, because it may have chance to break above this blue support and resistance line and this red resistance line. You didn't wait for it to break. You buy exactly at 1,005. So that's the second mistake. Third mistake, I don't know whether you are out already or not, because today the candle already break this support. You should be out already. If you are not out, so you make 3 mistakes in total. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. All right. So probably this person, he will need to attend my DD7 class. This is definitely not a stock that we want to buy. All right, unfortunately. And it probably may have topped already. Unless later on, this stock can break above this blue horizontal line, resistance line, and this red downtrending resistance line. If not, ACE hardware may not have chance to go higher. Who knows? With this break of this support, it may go lower. The next support for ACE is here, around 1151. If 1151 does not hold, the next support for ACE is actually here at 972. Also, for this person, today doesn't look good. Sorry, still got some more. Oh, it went up. So I draw a resistance line here. Wait, so what? I missed out. Just now I see until like that. So now it's here. So I extend this support line. So even though it went up, right? And today went up with good volume, But the thing is, let me just extend this. Extend this line. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Let me extend this line. Also, now can you see we have a red downtrending resistance. This used to be a support, but once it's broken, it will reverse its role as a resistance. Then there is a resistance here. So now this stock, when it reach here, it will be a triple resistance because of this, and because of the horizontal. So it's going to be a triple resistance, no? Also, if it can break this triple resistance, then it may have a chance to go higher. But today's price so-called action looks good because today it went up with good volume. So do watch out for this triple resistance, which is around 1539, around here. So once it can have enough momentum and strength to break above 1539, it may go higher. Then probably the next resistance probably is around here. The next resistance is around here. All right, so do watch out for this triple resistance. If it doesn't break, then it may just come down again. All right, can also we should be encountering a triple resistance soon already around here. All right, Ken, back to you, George.
Okay, Derek. So due to time, let's take last two. Let's go back to the US stocks. And let's look at Disney.
So this is Disney. All right, so let's look at a longer term view. Disney used to be turning up, but over here it start to collapse. Of course, probably because of COVID-19, a lot of so-called Disneyland were closed. All right, so this will definitely impact the earning. So that's why that could explain for the drop in Disney. All right, so for Disney, this is how I look at it. Let me draw a, there is a resistance line here based on this low. And very interestingly, ladies and gentlemen, we not only have this red horizontal resistance line. Can you see that this red 200-day moving average is also around here? So can you see there's a double resistance here? Then I draw one more. I probably can draw another one more here, but this another resistance line, but probably is high, a bit higher. And then I do see that there's a gap here. There's a resistance here. And there's a gap here. Can you see? Also, my take is this, ladies and gentlemen. Disney probably is going to hit into some very strong resistance at around maybe 125, 126, or 127, because we have this horizontal resistance line and we have this 200-day moving average. So a strong resistance will be around 126, 127. Anyway, what price did you buy?
On the 18th of May, 116.
Oh, 116. So yesterday closed 125. So you're up by $5. But do take note, there will be a double resistance at around 125, 126, or 127, around there, 125 to 127, around here. It's only when it can break above 127, this double resistance, then it may go higher to probably 135, where there's a, can you see there's a gap here between 135 and 140? So once it can clear 127, then it may go higher. Then the next resistance zone you encounter will be 135 and 140. All right, but the most immediate resistance is around 125 to 127, around here. Okay, so this for Disney.
Thank you, Derek. So let's do the last one for the night. I think
Yes.
a lot of people want to know. Facebook.
Facebook, I think the latest is our dear Donald Trump is trying to get find trouble for Facebook and Twitter's. He's coming with some regulation against all these social media companies. So I think Facebook and Twitter are the two, because Twitter go and fact find his tweets, because he tweet every day, right? So they try to find fault with his tweet, so he not happy. So now he go against all these social media's company. All right, so this Donald Trump are really, all right, so let's look at the 10-year view. All right, Facebook listed in 2012, so it actually has been uptrending, very good. Probably let's look at 2 years. Also, this is a 2-year view. So let's look at 6 months. So what price did this person buy, George?
212 on the 12th of May.
212
On the 12th of May.
12th of May. 12th
Yeah.
of May. Probably around here, 12th of May, 212. All right, so the reason is here. Here's a reason at around maybe 225. Okay, so this person bought at 212, so it did went up. So as of now, what I do see is probably, can you all see, this used to be a resistance. So resistance broken, right? So now your reverse is row as a support. So the price came down. Can you see last night, Facebook came down, touched this 225 resistance turn support, and it closed back up. Let's look at the volume. All right, the volume did pick up against the previous day. So this is something bullish. Like what I say, this probably look a bit like a hammer, because it was a proud downtrend. All right, so for Facebook is, I think you need to clear this recent high of 240 before it can, the recent high here around 240. So the thing is now it's finding support around here, this recent support. So it may hover a bit here. I don't know about tonight with this Donald Trump against Facebook. Once it break this resistance support, the next support probably will be around here, around 210, 213, sorry. Probably is going to be around, sorry, it's probably going to be around 213. So my take is this, if this 225 support is broken, it may come down to find support at around 213, 214. All right, and the 20-day moving average is here as well. So we have actually a double support here. So maybe this 214 will be a good cushion for Facebook. All right, so for Facebook to go higher, it need to clear 240. But because of all this negative news, probably Facebook may come down to test this support at 214. All right, 214. Then later on, it can go back up and break this 240, then it may go higher because once Singapore is having heavy rain. So once it can break this 240, then sky is the limit. There's no more overhead resistance. It can go as high as you want, provided that this bull market continues. All right. So this is my take for Facebook. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Derek. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for today. Now, you do notice that I've probably jumped over a lot of stocks because some of them has actually been asked in the previous session as well. So, if you are still looking forward to have more analysis, we try to cover different stocks that we did not really cover during the last session today. So, if you want, do visit back the one that we did about a week ago. It should still hold relevant somewhat to today. So please do check those videos as well for some of the stocks that has been asked today, but probably has not been covered. And that's available on our main Facebook page as well. So if you are interested to watch that, please do so as well. And we hope for your understanding that we didn't cover because we still have about 50 plus questions we couldn't get to today, but today's
So
session.
many, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can't cover all of it today. We hope you understand. We also try to pick stocks that were bought for a mid of a longer term because they probably have a more critical need to know what the market is moving like compared to people who just bought them yesterday, for example. So that's how we chose the priority of the questions. So we hope that in future you would also, if you join us for this session, which we might have again, we are looking at maybe doing it at most once a month. We'll see, and we will announce it on our Facebook page if you like this session. Now, of course, if for those of you who want to expand and deepen your learning together with Timing and You, especially if you like what Derek has shared here today, I'd like to draw your attention to our weekly market update this Sunday. So that's a different session where you don't come to us on individual stocks, but this session is actually for our members only. But for the public, you can join it for 28 US dollars, where Derek will pre-analyze the market in terms of stock, commodities, and currencies, especially on the US market as well. And he would share his market outlook for the coming week so that you can prepare with the information for any trades that you can make in this coming week. Now, this weekly market update is not done throughout the year. We only do it during times of crisis when it's very, very critical. So like right now, and when there's also some opportunities to be made, especially if you're looking to be in the market actively in the short term over a week or two, this is probably the one you want to look at. So for those of you who are interested, the link is shared in the chat. You can join us this Sunday where Derek will analyze, he will look at the cycles as well, which is not really covered during today's session. He'll look at the cycles and turning points in the market and also kind of prepare you sometimes not for a week, but even for the rest of the month when it comes to turning points in the market. Take, for example, early in May, Derek already mentioned that there was a turning point in the mid of May, and he didn't participate so much in the US market, but instead focused on commodities like gold and silver because the turning points were in favor of commodities. So this information was shared during the weekly market update. So if you were participating in commodities for that 1-2 weeks, you will be on the up and you will be making money. And you wouldn't have lost some when the market corrected a little bit in the middle of May for the US stocks, right? So this information is shared on our weekly market update. Highly recommend that you attend it, especially if you're actively trading in the US stocks, in currencies and commodities as well. So this is also like a 1.5 to 2 hour session, and it's for 28 US dollars. Link is in the chat. Also, if you want to understand how to do these analysis yourself for DD7 in terms of we have this technical analysis and cycle analysis course that we are conducting in the month of August, where Derek will be coming to you in person to teach this over 2 days. Now, if you want to find out more about this, as well as the Timing and You membership as a whole and our community and what it's like, do stay on. There is a link for you to join a separate room once this session is over so that you can listen into those things. So that's a separate session where I will be going through the course, the details, as well as the membership as well. So if you are interested to know more and to learn how to do all this analysis that Derek is telling and sharing here today by yourself and apply it to any market in the world, like Derek mentioned, like he says, it's a life skill where you can make a living out of it, then do join that session where I will run you through the DT7 course overview as well as what it includes as well. All right. And of course, if you don't have time to join that session, but you really want to understand this deeper, I am available for a one-to-one session where I can go through with you the entire Timing and You ecosystem as well. But I do encourage you to join the group session first, but it's only if you really can't make it for the night as well. That link will also be shared in the chat. as well. And I can run you through some of the things that we do at Timing and You. And with that, Derek, would you like to wrap up for tonight's session?
Yes. All right. Okay. Since George talked a bit about the DD7, I'll just want to show guys something. For DD7 is of course is the technical analysis. I will combine whatever I showed you all earlier, the technical analysis, plus something that I specialize in, which is a cycle analysis, and combine both to make so-called trading decisions. All right. So for those who attend my DD7 class, I just want to give you all something to look at, because whoever attend my DD7 class, you will be able to participate in a copy trade, which is called DT7 MEM. I just want to briefly show you guys, but this only if you attend my DD7 class. For this DD7 MEM, that means you are copying the trade of some of the good traders that I know. For example, because I've been in this industry for 21 years, I know quite a few good traders, so I group them together so that you guys, if you don't know how to trade, you can just copy them. For example, until now, because this DT7 MEM has only started in February, we have done 41 trades, 35 were winning trade, only 6 losing trade. So the probability is 85.37. I can tell you this is very high. Just to let you know some facts, out of let's say 100 people, they trade the market. All right, probably 95% of people will lose money. Then within the 5% who did not lose money, 3% will break even. After minusing all the commission, all the trading fee, all this thing, actually only 2% will make money. So I actually know these 2%, I bring them out and let my so-called my DD7 student copy their trade, which the probability is 85.37. Let me just show you all the result. Okay, sorry. So let me just go here to show you the monthly result. This is the monthly result, which is here. Monthly ROI. So remember I say we started in February. So the first month was 1.34. Second month was March was 2.08. April was 5.48. And today is 28th of May. We still have another one more day to go. We are 4.53. Can you see 4.53? George can see, right? George can see, right? The 4.53.
Yes, can.
Yeah. So the thing is, this is only available to my DT7 students. So whoever join me, you can participate in this. We are looking at an estimated about 4 to 5% per month. And this is after deduction of management fee and performance fee. After deduction, we are looking at 4 to 5% per month. Assuming 4%, that means based on the rule of 72, it will take about 72 divided by 4 is about 18 months. If your monthly return is 4%, it will take about 18 months for you to double. For example, if you put in 5,000, it will take about 18 months or about 1.5 years for your 10,000 to become 20,000. Also, this is what my DD7 student, they can participate in when they join me. They can participate in this, what we call the DD7 MEM. All right. Anyway, for this, if you want to know more about DD7 or DD7 MEM, please go in and understand with George in the next room. The next room later on, so that he can give you more information. All right. So with that, let me just go back to my slides, and let me just go back to my slides. Yes. Let me go back to my slides. All right, so DD7 and DD7 MEM, what I showed you just now, the DD7 is a 4 to 5%, which I just told you. So please go and understand from George later. Then I strongly encourage you guys to add me in Facebook. You can Derick Tan, DERICKTAN, but don't go and like me in my personal page, a personal account. It's full already. Can you all just like my page, PAGE? You look for Derick Tan. You see gold and silver, that's me. Please like me there. So this Derick Tan. You can also like me, like Timing and You Facebook page as well, or psychoanalysis. All right. So please like Derick Tan and like Timing and You. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, may the timing be with you guys. I hope to see you guys soon. Probably we'll do this. Ask me any stocks. I don't think it will be this month. Probably it will be next month. Probably we'll do it once per month. I don't know, provided I'm not flying. All right. So with that, be safe, ladies and gentlemen. So for those who are interested in DD7 and DD7 MEM, please go to another room to have a chat with George. All right. So thank you very much. Be safe and take care. All right.
Thank you, everyone. See you in the next room. And of course, this is Timing and You, where timing is everything. Good night. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next room for those of you interested. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.